Oh, hello. Welcome to Side Dish. It's me, Doug. So on this episode of Side Dish, we're gonna make these appetizers that you can have in big parties. They're good because you can make a lot of them, and they're broccoli and cheese hand pies. If you had some sort of like, I don't know, hot mustard to go with them, I bet that'd be really good to dip it in or something. So, we're also gonna make a blue Hawaii cocktail. I made my own. We made our own sweet and sour mix, which is what we learned tonight is 2 parts simple syrup to 1 part lemon and 1 part lime juice. So if you ever don't have it, you can make yours on your own. The dog really wants to go outside. It sounds like he's very excited. Yeah, so we got, this is some Pido I made a while ago. It's been frozen. I unfroze it, but you could just use 2 sheets of store-bought pie dough, and I don't know how this is going to work out, but we'll see. It's pie dough.
Probably work.
This will probably work. So, one thing I definitely need is some flour, which I didn't get out. But when we get to the rolling part, I'm going to need to put a lot down because this is, it's pretty wet. So.
From freezing?
Yeah, and then unfreezing it. So, simple ingredient list really. You have, you need some olive oil for the pan, 1 smallish onion, 1 clove of garlic, 1 head of broccoli, which is cut up, and I've got some in here. You could do this with just a regular shredder on your, you know...
Like cheese grater?
Cheese grater.
Oh, okay.
Or you could cut it out into small bits, and you could just, if you really wanted to. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to do it. I'm tired and it's, you know, it's been a day. And then 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese, 1/4 cup of sour cream, and an egg wash, which I just have an egg yolk that, now it's an egg wash. So I want to, the first thing I want to do is go ahead and get this. Is this going to work? Nope.
Is it plugged in?
It is, but you have to have, I think you have to have it all the way down for it to work. Oh, this is, what a dumb thing.
What do you mean?
You have to have, this thing has to be in. See? So you have, oh, so I guess
No, that does not make sense.
it doesn't, but remember, this is not the piece that went to this thing. This is the aftermarket we got, that you got at the thrift store that works well. What? I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I know. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying.
It doesn't make
It doesn't make sense of like you're saying the 2 are not talking to each other well.
Right. So like I'll show you.
Like you should be able to take that whole thing out.
Oh.
Oh.
You gotta get it down far enough. Okay. Okay. So like that. There we go. That's much easier. You just have to really push it down. Because again, you're making it filly. And so it's gonna be, ooh, you know what this is gonna be like? It's gonna be like having broccoli cheese soup in a can.
Yeah.
And this, learning that information, everybody, is a game changer.
It certainly makes it faster.
Yeah, because we didn't, Jack is
I got it.
really excited about going outside. So, I've never really grated broccoli before. So this is an interesting thing that's happening. I mean, I'm not grating anything else except for cheese, so I guess I'm gonna use the grater for everything, but I should probably get a bowl to hold that in.
You gonna put the onion in there too?
No. I don't
What
think-
are you doing?
I was trying, okay, so what I was trying to do, everybody, was get the piece of broccoli that was in there, you know.
There's a stem sticking out. Can you see it on the back side? There you go.
This probably would have been really helpful when we were doing Whole30 and you had to rice all that cauliflower. Anyways. So, that's shredded broccoli. I don't know if that's the exact way it's supposed to be, but whatever. It's shredded, right?
That's how we're doing it.
So, let me get a little bowl here.
No, use a clear one so we can see what's going on.
Okay.
Or, I mean, even one of the big colored ones, but still clear.
Well, it's only holding it because it goes into the pan.
Oh, okay.
And then you put it in the pie. It doesn't matter. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Okay.
So we're still in the cruise. Probably drinking, I don't know, whatever tropical drink we can get. Maybe that drink we made last time, which was delightful. Well, yeah, there's a little bit of shreddiness to it. Yeah, so that's good. All right, so I'm gonna just take this out because I want to. That I should not have shown you that. I should not have shown you that. Okay, well that's weird. Let's get a spatula here. I did not. I'm sure the shock on my face it showed you I was not expecting that. No, those drinks, I'm telling you, you should make it. It was really good. Like I said, tonight we're keeping with the theme of the tropical drinks. We're doing the sort of blue Hawaii, like I said, and it's going to be delightful. It's got orange liqueur, which is blue curacao. So, I mean, it's orange liqueur, but really the only difference is it's blue, right? I mean, I'm asking. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know why they make it blue. I'm sure there's a history there.
It said blue liqueur on the internet, and then in parentheses it said orange liqueur. So.
Well, yeah. So I mean, that's whatever. So we need a cup. I've got some. What do we call this? Quarter
Cup?
Okay. But you know us. Oh, I should not have done that.
No.
Don't worry, everybody. I'm a little bit punch drunk right now. It's not the same day or anything that we've been doing this.
Just dump that in the bowl, right?
In here?
Yeah, because aren't you going to shred the cheese in there?
Sure. Yeah, a little bit of non-cooked versus cooked. It's fine.
Well, it's all going to get baked.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So don't do that. There's an order of operation things. And even if it gets cooked in with the onions a little bit, there's a little cheese in there. It's just a little cheesy surprise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going to make it a little bit messy.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we said this in...
What are you doing, dude?
I'm not expecting there to be loose cheese on the top of the cheese thing.
I saw it earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about. There was no earlier. This is like that was like 4 days ago or whatever it was. But I guess what I was going to say is
Who cut that? Why is it so weird?
Denise.
Denise, what are you doing?
I love her to death, everybody, but come on. This is what a psychopath does.
It's like a little cheese skateboard
Yeah.
ramp.
Oh my God, the same thing. It's like you do an ollie off of it or
I was
something.
thinking the same thing. That's pretty weird.
That's crazy. We're syncing up our thoughts in old Ben Bookend, everybody, so be careful. Yeah, how much nicer is that knowing that I can just do that?
That always happens. You need more cheese though. That's not a cup.
Okay.
You could probably rinse off these loose pieces and use them once they dropped on the ground.
I don't see much cat hair or dog hair on. Wet cheese, everybody. It's gonna be fine. This is gonna be fun. We're the only ones eating this, so
Yeah.
if we don't like it, whatever. Boom.
Think that's a cup?
I don't know, but there's a lot of melted cheese right here that I was gonna give you, so. If you're making a cheese ball, this is the consistency of cheese you want. If you are a cheese ball, your name is Carmen. Oh! Burn!
Fuck off.
Whoa!
Oh, you can't say that on here. It's a family show.
It's actually explicitly not. I put not for children, just in case something like this happens. I don't know how to make that better, but whatever. I don't know if the RPMs, you know what they should have is they should have a cheese setting. So that when you're grating cheese, it's a little bit slower than making liquid cheese here. So, you want to get some of that melted cheese out?
Good, thank you.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and just... grate it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, everyone. It's going to melt. And it's going to be delicious, right?
Yeah.
How's that look? Was that confusing?
Nope, looks fine.
Okay.
Everything's good.
Everything is good. I mean, we're on vacation. I don't know what you guys are doing, but again, I think by the time you see this, this is will be week like 2, into starting week 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Does it look like a cup of cheese in there?
yeah,
Okay.
it does.
All right.
So we don't need to
Don't do anything crazy with that.
I'm not going to. I'm just gonna, So okay, so let's cut this onion. Let's put that here. Let's put that here. Let's put the cheese back in its skin. Oh man, that dog goes outside for 5 seconds and then he wants back in. Do you want to know why? Because he's a jerk. Because he's got everybody trained to do that, and I'm gonna start buzzing him in the face.
No, you're not. You liar.
All right, so we're just gonna dice this onion. No. Saute the onions. It just says 1 small onion. It doesn't say how much. We're just going to do a dice. Probably should do a smaller dice because we want it kind of to be, what do you think? Small dice?
Yeah.
I think so. Oh man.
Why wouldn't you just put it through the food processor too?
Because it would not dice it. It would sort of liquefy it and turn it into not mush, but you know what?
What if you put the blade in there and you go like vroom, vroom, like when you make salsa?
I mean, that probably would work, but again, then I'd have to clean the bowl and...
Okay.
Yes. For expedition, you probably would want to do this order of operations slightly different, but whatever. You watch this show enough, you know what's happening. Chaos.
Do you mean to expedite it?
What did I say?
For expedition.
Well, if it is an expedition that you're doing it, this is a big journey we're on.
It's a big journey you're on right now, I'm pretty sure. I don't know about the rest of us.
So what are you making me for dinner this evening, Amy, since I've had to cook maybe more than one thing right now?
Well, let's see. We're going to have some ham pies, and we have some leftover hamburger from the other night, and yeah. How's that sound?
Fine. Everything's fine.
Should I thaw some meat?
No, we're fine for right now. That's not supposed to happen. Never really good when you squish your onion like that. Now remember, it's going to seem like a lot of onion, but it's going to cook down. Especially a small dice like this. That's why it's important to have a sharp knife. Oh, I went to the swap meet, or the flea market swap meet today at the drive-in theater. And let me tell you, it was hopping today.
What did they charge you today?
$1 on Sundays. So Sundays.
Is that the difference?
Sundays must be the day that people go. Like
so Saturdays, it's only quarter.
Yeah.
Were there more?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There were like probably double what there were last Saturday.
Really?
Yeah. Which I thought was interesting because you'd be like, but maybe it's like that people make a day of it. And there was a lot of people there.
More vendors?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I did think so. There was a couple bigger, bigger food vendors
Ah.
that had like, there's that one that sort of had all the staples of like Mexican and Latino cooking.
Yeah, I wish they'd have like some cooked food vendors.
Yes.
So you could like get lunch.
Oh my god, it would be so good. Get a nice.
Yeah, they need a taco truck.
They do. But the other one was like more, and then they had the one that was more grocery related. This is burning my eyes, everybody. But when wouldn't it? Okay. Oh man. It is aggressive. That's about a tablespoon. So we're gonna do the same thing we always do with an onion, and we're gonna get it to clear but not translucent, but not brown. You may, if you recall, that's not going to be working. Nobody wants that. So yeah, I have 9 minutes. Here we go. Making sure that we, I got this up on high right now, but as soon as I start stirring it, it'll be fine. So I'm just gonna add, of course, onions love salt and pepper. So make sure you give it some, and then give it a stir. Get yourself a nice food pusher. Oh yeah, perfect. So then, again, cook these for a little bit, about 5 minutes it's gonna say. So I'm gonna turn this down. Okay. Then you're going to, let's chop the garlic here. Again, this is, you know, if you get store-bought garlic, you're gonna probably get it so that it starts to get green on the top. So, you know, let's see. Oh yeah. So we're gonna cut this in half. It's not terrible, actually. That's not bad. So we're not gonna leave it. It's not as bad as I thought it was. But if it had been more green, then it would have been starting to bolt, and it can be bitter. But it's not, and we don't want our garlic bitter. We want it to have a good life until I saute it up and make delicious smells in my kitchen. I'm not trying to have it like mush or minced. I'm just having it, you know, I want to have it in a good, you probably could mince it in a garlic press, right? But you don't need to. I don't know if we've ever shown it, but you know, you can just kind of take the edge of your knife and flatten it also. See how that sort of does that? And then if you have a little, if you were gonna, before we added the salt to that, we could have added the salt here. But you get it, you know, your texture changes up because now it's kind of smashed. And as the allicin releases, that's why we're gonna let this sit for a few minutes, and those compounds will release the allicin in it, and you're gonna get a better flavor. I do want to make the Bradleoni's, it's like honey garlic. You put it in there and it ferments, and it's supposed to be like amazing. But I'm not sure the applications. You could use it in a lot of things, so. This still might be up too high. There we go. Yeah. So you know what I'm gonna do? Let's scoop ourselves. Let's get ourselves prepared here.
Okay.
Let's have a little bit of the sour cream. Because we only need a 1/4 cup of this. Oh, it's brand new. Well, it's probably not brand new, but you know. We had cream in the cupboard, or in the refrigerator, and when I turned it upside down, it was solid. So it's probably sour cream. We probably could have eaten it, but I'm not a dairyman, and I didn't make it, and I don't think there's got to be a culture that you probably use. That's just probably bad cream. Okay, so that's there. sure that's for Doug. Don't need this. Let's do a little cleanup of our station. What just happened?
Want to just hand that to one of us?
Wait, you don't think the crowd likes to watch me struggle?
Well, yeah, I think they do, but
So I didn't finish my thought, but we're gonna
there we go.
we are going to try and set these up so that they are premiere streams, and that will allow Amy and I to actually comment, and as the episode is airing, we can both be on and have and actually be commenting along with you. So it'll be like kind of like we're here, but not really. So that can go there. How long do you think we've been going here? 2 minutes?
Yeah. Smells good.
Again, soften it up. I mean, these are getting soft. I want to show you. Well, I mean, you can see it.
We can see it.
But again, that's kind of. I don't think we need to take it much past that. So you're gonna add your broccoli in, especially because we're gonna cook this for another 2 to 3 minutes to warm through. I'm gonna add that. We've already seasoned the onion, so we're just gonna mix everything together here and let kind of not chaos reign, but the deliciousness reign, and let everything warm through. Now again, we're gonna be baking these, right? So that's the thing we're gonna need to worry about. So mix until well ready and set aside. Okay, that's gonna be good because I want to set it aside. And while these cook, we're gonna make a cocktail and then, come back and see what they look like. Turn this up. I'm gonna put 3 minutes on the clock. And while that's happening, remove this. We can start to roll out our dough. You want to get these. If you have round cutters, you want these, and you want to find your 3-inch one, which is usually the biggest one in there. And then you're gonna have that out because you want to make sure that you're gonna cut 3-inch rounds out. Okay. Now I am going to use a liberal amount of flour here because it is going to be, that dough has been sitting out and it's going to be a little sticky. Piper, you're in my kitchen. It should be the Piper show at this point. She's like always in there. Oh man, that is really, really, really wet. Okay. So take a little bit on the top too. I mean, at this point, the weight as wet as it is, and is, coming out of the freezer, and so just rub it in here. Make sure you got a little package. I've got a smaller one with these bands on it, and these bands are to, when I roll it out, when it gets to the bands, it'll be an eighth of an inch thick. So I can't go, unless I push really, really hard, I can't go any, except for I love the fact that it's not wide enough, so it's putting band holes in it. It's fine though, because we can do this, and because of we're going to be cutting rounds out, we'll just re-roll it, right? So, I mean, it looks like a highway, but so I need, well, we can get it here in a minute, but
Because is that the right?
Yeah.
Is that the right thickness though?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So
When you roll that rolling pin over it, it doesn't change it?
I don't think so, but let's try. That's a good point, my love. Well, maybe it is a little bit. So That's fine. You know, get it approximate to what you want. You're going to be folding it over anyways into a hand pie shape. So
you could cut that again, right?
I could.
Because it's all about cut and put back together and right?
Perfect. So that's what you're looking for.
Okay.
All right. We got a kitchen timer. Got a little bit of stickage, but that's okay. Take it off the heat. You have countertops in which you can do that. Let's do that.
Does that have to cool down a bit before you put it in?
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't really say, actually. It says remove from heat, then stir in the cheddar cheese and sour cream. So no.
Okay.
So it'll probably become a cheesy, gooey mess, but that's kind of what we're going for. And really, at this point, the sour cream is like kind of a binder. Not really a binder, but a emulsifier almost, I guess. I don't know.
I think I would use that tool to mix it all together, not the food brush.
This?
Yeah.
Okay. I was actually going to use that one, but... And it's going to take a few minutes, but it's going to come together and be, I guess, a saucy, emulsified sort of mixture.
It's going to become a filling.
Yeah. And it is. Look at that.
A yummy, gooey filling.
It smells amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just smells like broccoli cheese soup.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
this is like a lot of good things I like. Broccoli cheese soup and pie dough. What?
Yeah. I mean,
So
how is
delicious.
it bad?
It sounds disgusting. The noise it's making. Stop it.
Listen, you're the one who caressed my hand like a weirdo last
I
night.
did not caress it, I stroked it.
Wow.
Is there a difference out there
Yes.
in YouTube land? So that's kind of, what does it say? Until well blended. I think that's well blended, don't you?
Yep.
Okay. Set aside.
Setting aside.
You gotta want to probably let that cool. Imagine that's what they're saying there. So, you know what we're gonna do here?
Cut that in half. Yeah.
Throw that over here, and then why is that not blending? Here we go. Let's just do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Nope.
Nope.
You'll know when it doesn't rock. This is not one of those cases of rocking the boat being better. That's good right there. So, you kind of want to alternate here. Oh man, that's really sticky. That is not great, but here we go. If you need to, you know, get it to a round stage here. Sort
Why
of
didn't that work?
I don't know, it kind of shrunk up when I,
Pulled it out of there?
yeah.
Hmm.
It seemed like it was fine, but maybe it wasn't. And I'm, again, you kind of want to get it close and alternate down. Yeah, see, it kind of shrunk up on me.
Oh, yeah. It's weird. It's the gluten.
Yeah.
I would roll those again before I put anything in them.
Well, that's not, yeah, I guess that's true. And then cut them again, you think? That is not good. I'm really good at this.
More flour.
It is. It's like it's springing back.
That's one way to do it.
You know what? Yeah, it's like weird. Whatever.
It is like we're watching it shrink back up on itself.
Okay, that's better.
Okay, it's stayed. Oh no, it's gone. Okay.
It's actually not bad.
Okay.
So I think we'll just add a little bit more here, and then actually we're going to do this move too, because I think this probably could be part of the problem, is that it's lifting and not enough flour down here. Whatever. As long as we get some out of this, that's all we really care about.
That's right. It's gonna work just fine.
Yeah, see, that's much better.
Okay.
No, did you see that?
It's the incredibly shrinking dough.
It shouldn't be doing that. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We're going to fill it with what we can. We'll fold it over. We'll do our best.
Hopefully if you're baking these at home, you're using either pie dough you recently made or you purchased. They just really vroom. It's
weird.
Interesting.
She wants to be young and small.
Okay.
Okay, so
Doug is not what he's
no, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to just make it work. I'm going to make these weird ones work. So yeah, I lift it up. But you can... Whatever. How many of these do we need to make?
Well, we only need to make like 4 to show people.
True.
And then we can fight with the rest of them off camera.
I know, but I just want to... This shouldn't happen. Let's just put it that way, everyone.
Okay, don't knock that salt off the counter because then you'll be sad. Okay.
Okay, so what's next? Cut out 3 to 4 inch rounds of ready-made pie dough. Place 1 tablespoon of broccoli cheese mixture in the middle of each round and be careful not to overfill, like most everything. Oh yeah. It's gonna be good. So what I'm gonna do actually,
Oh, you know what you should do? You should have rolled that out and then you should have like put the round on there, put the filling in the middle, cut, and then folded it over immediately and pinched it together. You know what I mean?
should I try that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that will work with this dough acting weird.
Okay, so those 4 are fine. So this is why we are a team show here, everybody. Because if we don't, we can't problem solve. Did I not just do that? Really sucking up a lot of. So again, you probably want to put this, make this cold, but you know, we're doing our best here. All right, let's do.
Okay, here we go.
So we're gonna,
Put the circle, put the filling, don't push it down yet.
yeah. I think that's all you're gonna need.
Yep. Okay. Oh, why you're overfilling, I think. Okay.
Now,
Press, lift, and fold. Fast. I think you overfilled.
yeah, I do. Like even it looked fine in the middle, and now I got to start over. So about half of
Half
that.
of that, yeah. A tablespoon is much less than you think it is. Yeah, that looks right.
And then make sure you have a fork. It's a hand pie, you know, you need to have it fancy.
That prodigy.
Yeah, so. Not this fancy crimped edge, but
Other people's fancy cryptids.
what the hell? I'm like watching a psychopath do it.
Have you seen the lady on TikTok who has a pie face? Like she wears a cosplay.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. It's terrifying. I believe you sent me something, didn't you?
I think I did.
Now the egg wash.
You
is
put them
just-
on parchment paper?
Yes. So we need to, yes, brush the rounds with egg wash, bake for 20 to 22 minutes until crispy and golden. You could freeze them on a baking if you wanted to make them. Skip the egg wash, and you could freeze them. So yeah, baking sheet, and then once they're frozen on the baking sheet, you can put them. You can put them in a Ziploc bag, but it's like anything you do with when you're like a sticky thing like this. Can't believe it like came off so cleanly.
I know. Never does for me.
Parchment paper is the enemy. It's great, don't get me wrong, but no matter how you put it on here, it's just going to fold up on you. Okay. Let's see. No. Even that might be too much, don't you think? I don't know. Oh no, that's perfect. Let's race against time, everybody. Kind of got to move stuff to be able to do it right. As soon as I pick this up, it's going to start shrinking. Move to here. It is very saucy, which is good. But we'll see if they have a blowout. Oh yeah, that's not even close to right. What happened there?
It shrunk.
The bottom shrunk is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Perfect. This is the best episode ever. I think people are gonna really enjoy this one, watching me completely lose my mind. Whatever.
RP.
It's gonna be fine. Here, we've got ones that are good.
Why are those different? I mean, what was different about them?
I have no idea. You know, maybe it was less warm when it went in.
Yeah.
Maybe these are not as thick. I don't know. There's so much. So, for demonstration purposes, you're going to take and stretch and fold over till the edges meet.
And pinch, pinch, pinch,
And
pinch.
pinch, just like that.
And then crimp. Yes, that looks Excellent.
So we will continue to finish with these ones, and then that's enough for us to taste these, and then we can figure out what to do next. We'll probably have to go back in the refrigerator, let it stiffen up a little bit. So again, that technique, if you need another demonstration, stretch it a little bit, bring it over. Now this might be a little bit too much filling, but stretch it over. Pinch, 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 pinch. And then, again, this is really sealing up everything. It should be. Even this dough feels a little bit, see, it's not as good. This one's not as good. But again, that's what you're looking for. So, oops. This smells good. I mean, I don't know what I would put this on. I would just eat this, probably. It smells
Yeah.
so good. So now there's a hole in this, but I'm going to try and patch it with some other dough. Pinch, 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 pinch. Get a window here. Pinch around.
Put it on the bottom.
Put it on the bottom. Crimp, 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 crimp. Now, I think we have a machine. And then, don't we have like a machine?
Pot sticker machine, yeah.
We don't ever use it though.
We might not have it anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna make this last one so that there's two for each of us to
Okay.
try this over. While we figure out for the rest here. Boink. Again, this one actually is probably a little thicker, so this will be an interesting experiment. You could probably, you know, hand pies are, like I said, they're Cornish, what do they call them? They're Cornish hand pies that they started out like in the mines of England. And wives made them so that they could.
Or an easy traveling lunch.
That's right. Okay, so now, again, this is gonna help brown. I mean, it really doesn't add much. But I am going to. You could use egg white for this too, but this is going to give you a much deeper color. It's sort of like painting. It is painting. I mean, I guess not sort of like, but it's pretty delightful. Anybody do miniature painting out there in the world? I would love to get started in that. I think it'd be fun. But so much investment for something, who knows if you're going to like it or not, right? Man, this one looks like an octopus did this one.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure, but I forgot to do their backsides. Okay, so your oven should be preheated to 375. It's going in for 20 to 25 minutes. We will put the light on, kitchen timer 25. We'll check it in 20 and we'll see where we're at. In the meantime, take your pie dough and don't use
the
this.
garbage.
No, don't use the same bag that you used before. Get a new one because it's good. The other one's just too wet. And the way it is now, it's got enough. It's absorbed enough of the flour, but you can tell. So I'm going to throw this in the freezer. Take that onion skin off of it first. Get it in, kind of get it into a round here. That's going to help you. And I'll throw it into the freezer and let it come to sort of a workable temperature. But let's make a cocktail. Sound like a plan, Aim?
Sounds like a plan.
Put this off to the side. Put this back here. Put this over here. this. Oh yeah, got a new grill today. We made some omelets on it. Holy moly. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Oh. Did this get washed?
You got, yeah.
Okay. Forgot to get the ice. Keeping the cup in. Okay, so instructions, my love. So we got pineapple vodka, and we're using the same coconut rum that we used last time for the keep it up, but because it calls for rum and and vodka, so.
Okay. 3/4 ounce vodka.
This is about half of this. Okay.
3/4 ounce rum.
Okay.
1/2 ounce blue.
Curacao.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Mm-hmm.
Curacao?
I guess that's all.
Curacao?
1/2 ounce. Okay. This is real blue. Oh my god. This
It's
is not,
making a wonderful glug glug sound.
it is not a blue that is found in nature.
No, it is not.
Okay.
3 ounces pineapple juice.
3 ounces of pineapple juice?
Mm-hmm. Didn't we have all the juices out?
No, we put them away. Oh man. It's gonna be real tight. We're gonna be able to make 2 cocktails, I think. It's 1.5. Three ounces.
And 1 ounce sweet and sour mix.
Okay. Remember, this is equal parts lemon and lime juice and 2 parts of simple syrup. What a delightful color. This rim sort of doesn't want to go in sometimes. And it's just poured into a glass, right? Not
Yep.
okay.
You can garnish with a pineapple wedge and a cocktail umbrella.
That's a really pretty color.
That is a pretty color. Looks like a mermaid.
Yeah.
I could put a little cherry in there if you want.
Oh, thank you.
Oh man.
This is how Carmen always brings me glasses of water. And she giggles the whole way.
Yeah, well.
Mmm. It tastes very similar to last week's drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm.
So I've been thinking about these hand pies.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking about, you know those recipes where you roll the dough out, you put like the filling in the center, and then you cut slits on the side and then you braid it over the filling? Do you think that would work, or would it all just leak out?
I think it would all just leak out.
Oh.
If I had to guess. I don't know though. Okay. Like,
Well, this is like the same color as your cookbook.
I think it is very similar. I don't know. I mean, the pineapple juice really is really the star here, whereas the orange juice, you had a little bit taper with the orange juice, I think, last time with the juice. I like it.
I do too.
You had pineapple juice and then you had pineapple vodka. So
Right.
It's double.
Yeah. I might not use the pineapple vodka with the pineapple juice, but we have it, so we used it. So.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've got about 20 minutes. So, cue to cut over.
Okay.
All right, these are ready to come out. Let's take them out. So there are a few things that I want to note here as we're pulling them out. The small one is small. Can you hear that?
I can. Is it the steam coming out?
It probably.
Ooh, shh.
It's probably, maybe there was water down there. I don't know. So, good crust. But the thing that I wanted, as you can see, even with the crimping, it's still separated a little bit.
But it didn't leak all over, which is what I thought it would do.
Me too.
Which might mean that it's a good candidate for what I was saying about the, braiding over. Ooh,
That's
the
good.
bottom looks good.
Yeah. It's almost calzone-esque in terms of the coloring, which is good. So, you
And
can...
that's what that egg wash will do for you.
Yeah, well, that's on the bottom, though. We didn't really egg wash on the bottom.
Oh, no, that's right.
But they're lava hot. So, of course, I'm going to try one. So,
My favorite time.
let's see if we can get a good... It's crusty. So. Oh yeah, look at that cross section. That's really good. Nice and steamy. It's the pastry tastes really, or smells really good.
It's gonna be so hot.
It's hot, but it's really good. It does need more salt. So before we do the rest of them, I want to salt that mixture a little bit and put a little bit more pepper. It's really not
I kind of felt like it needed more seasoning besides just salt and pepper.
well, right through. It's good, and the flavor comes through with the mixture. Like it's.
What other flavors do you put in your broccoli cheese soup?
You could put some thyme in here, maybe. You could put.
Put like paprika or anything in there?
I don't, but good. This is what you're looking for a good pie crust too, because look at delicious and flaky.
Even though it behaved poorly.
Yeah, it's really good. This is the same pie dough that we've made in the past. I'm gonna get, where's the little finishing salt? And then,
Oh, were you gonna do that before you even baked them? Because you talked about putting the egg wash, and then you kind of said something, but then you didn't.
yes, I was going to do that on the top, but I decided not to. So the 20 minutes is what you want here. You tell me what you think, because I think they're pretty damn good.
Yeah, they are good. Mm-hmm.
I think this is like having this, if you had a little, maybe, like I said, a little hot mustard dip, or maybe even something like that to sort of dip it with the, like when you do sort of beanie weenies and you roll them up in a crescent roll. Very similar, right? You have a little dip to go on the outside, but then you have the, I don't know, what do you think? I asked her right as her mouth was full. So
I don't think they need a dip.
okay,
I like them just like this.
we could do a beer cheese dip.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be good, and it would add to the cheesiness of it.
Might be gilding the lily, but yeah, why not?
Well, if you've watched this show for long enough, that's what we do. We gild the lily. We'll make the rest of these, and we'll see what's good. The one thing I want to just to let you know is, again, I think part of the problem with the dough is it's not cold enough, right? It's too warm, and so what's happening is that the butter and everything else in there is just contracting because it's not cold enough to hold its shape. So I think that's what you want. That's why it's always, any pie dough recipe that you ever read is like cold butter or cold dough, as cold as it can be, and then you beat it out, and then you kind of roll it out, and then you do what you need to do. In some cases, you even put it back in the refrigerator before you put your filling in. So yeah,
I thought one way to combat the retracting dough would be to, instead of making hand pies, to roll the dough out, put the filling down the middle, like in a column down the middle, and then slice the dough on the side and braid it over the top of the filling.
you could definitely.
And since this didn't really leak out even when they opened up, I think we might be okay to try that.
Sorry, I'm one-handed trying to do pepper here.
Lean back because they can't see you. There you go. Okay, I don't know why you're doing that, but
So I want a little
why don't
pepper.
you just shake some pepper on? We have pepper in the shaker.
Fresh cracked pepper is better.
Peaches.
That's really good. Oh man, that's good. Add salt and pepper to your mix, though.
More than it says, yeah.
Yeah, and do it. Honestly, this doesn't even say to add any. Ingredients are table olive oil, small onion, clove of garlic, broccoli, shredded cheese, sour cream, pie dough, and egg wash.
Not even salt and pepper the onions like you did?
No.
Oh,
So-
that would be really bleh.
You're definitely gonna want to add that.
Okay.
If you want a little bit more different spice, add some whatever spice you really like to it. But on that note,
Add some Old Bay.
this is not an application for Old Bay, Amy, but whatever.
I think it is.
Okay, well, here you go. Here's to all of you. One more weekend and then we're back, but I probably will not be back in town early enough for a show. So we will not actually be live for probably a month from last episode, the 2 episodes ago when we were last live. So almost a month.
But we'll still be here with you.
I don't know if you're doing an episode. I'm not giving you any passwords. I'm just kidding. No, maybe Carmen will do something. Who knows? We'll see.
I will do Japanese cooking.
But we'll let you know. All right, we love you. Thanks for showing up. We're still cha-chaing away on the deck. I'm gonna start the shuffleboard hustle on there. So remember, everybody, to be kind and to be loyal. Do something nice for somebody next week. We love you. Thanks for sticking around. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye.